Hey, I'm back with part 2 of paper 3 higher 2020 papers. These triangles weren't drawn out, I just drew them out, okay? The cross section of this prism has exactly one line of symmetry. Work out the volume of this prism. Now, this here is the cross section, okay? Let's work backwards. In order to work out the volume, I need the area of the cross section. Okay, now it says the area of the cross section has one line of symmetry. Now it means that you can cut it in half and both sides will be exactly the same. Now the only line of symmetry for the area of the cross section will be through here. That means this half is identical to this half, making this an isosceles triangle. So I'm just going to label isosceles triangle. Okay, now in order to work out the area of the cross section, we already know the area of this rectangle is going to be 12 times 10, which is going to be 120. I need to work out the area of this triangle here. So let's label this triangle. If this is going to be 40 degrees, this one here is also going to be 40 degrees. 40 plus 40 equals to 80 degrees. Angles in a triangle add to 180. So 180 take away 80 is equal to 100 degrees. This one here is going to be 100 degrees. The bottom of this rectangle is 10 centimeters, so the bottom of this triangle will also be 10 centimeters. I need to work out the area of the triangle. So to work out area, I need to do half times A times B times sine C. In order to do this formula for the area, I need two sides. And in this question, I only have one side. So I need to work out another side. Doesn't matter whether it's this one or this one, because they're both going to be the same, given it's an isosceles triangle. But to work out a missing side, I need to do the sine rule. The formula for a missing side in the sine rule is A over sine A equals to B over sine B. Okay? So let's, for argument's sake, call this A. That will have to be capital A. If this is B, that has to be capital B. So substitute the values into my equation. X over sine 40 equals to 10 over sine 100. So to work out X, I'm going to multiply by sine 40 on both sides. Plug into my calculator. X equals to 10 over sine 100 multiplied by sine 40. And once I plug that into my calculator, I should get X equals to 6.52. Okay? So now that I know this missing length I've worked out is 6.52, I'll label it in my new triangle. That's 6.52, that's 40, that's 40, that's 100, and that's 10 centimeters. I'm going to substitute these values into my formula for area. So I'm going to do a half multiplied by my sides are 6.52 and 10. And sine C has to be the angle in between. So it's going to be 40. Multiplied by sine 40. Plug this into my calculator. I'm going to get the area to give me 20.97 centimeters squared. Now remember, I'm trying to work out the volume of the shape, means the area of the whole cross section. So I've just worked out the area of this triangle. I now need to add on the area of the rectangle. So 20.97 plus 120 equals to 140.97. So area of cross section equals to 140.97 centimeters squared. I need to work out the volume of this shape. So to work out the volume, I'm going to multiply by the length of the shape, which is 20. So 140.97 multiplied by 20. If you plug it into your calculator, you should get 2,819.5 centimeter cubed. The question says round it correct to three significant figures. So my final answer is going to be 2,820 centimeter cubed to three significant figures. Okay? So what did I do in this question? I broke it down. I did it bit by bit. In the question, it said one line of symmetry, which means I cut it that way through the middle, makes it an isosceles triangle. If it's an isosceles triangle, both of these are 40. These sides are the same. I needed to work out area. In order to work out area, I need a missing side. In order to get your missing side, you do the sine rule. Once you do the sine rule, you get your side. You've got your side. Work out the area of the triangle. Add it onto the area of the rectangle. You've got the cross section, now multiply by the length to get the volume. Okay? Alright, let's move on. A person's heart beats approximately 10 to the power 5 times each day. A person lives for 81 years. Work out an estimate for the number of times a person's heart beats in their lifetime. Give your answer in standard form to 2SF. So, 10 to the power 5 times a day. There are 365 days in a year. and then they live for 81 years. Multiply this all out, and you should get in your calculator 295,000,000. Okay? Now, to two significant figures, 295,650,000. Oh my goodness. 295,650,000. Now, to round it to two significant figures, I need to cut it off after two numbers. The number after the second number is bigger than 5 or bigger. So this is going to, the 29 is going to round up to 30. Okay, so I'm left with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 3,000 million. Okay, oh, 3 billion. Anyways, now I need to write it in standard form. So the first number is going to be between 1 and 10. It's going to be 3 times 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 times 10 to the power 9 is going to be your answer in standard form. Okay? Okay, let's do the next question. 2 times 10 to the power 11 red blood cells have a total mass of 90 grams. Work out the average mass of one red blood cell. Give your answer in standard form. So I'm going to do 90 divided by 2 times 10 to the power 12. My calculator should give me my answer in standard form, and I should get 4.5 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 11. Okay? 4.5 times by 10 to the power minus 11 is going to be your answer. Alright, let's move on. The diagram shows a triangle P on a grid. It's rotated about 0, 0 to give you triangle Q. It's then translated to give you triangle R. Currently don't have tracing paper, however you will get tracing paper in the exam. So once you get your tracing paper, you're going to put it on, you're going to trace it, and then you're going to turn it twice, the paper. You're going to turn it once, and then turn it twice, and your new shape is going to end up over, it's going to end up over here. Okay? And you would use a pencil to draw this. That's key. It is then translated 5 minus 2 to give you triangle R. So 5 minus 2 is 5 places to the right and 2 down. Okay, so 5 to the right is going to be here, 2 down is going to be here. So your new triangle is going to be here. And you're going to label this R. Now, please use a pencil. Kind of a bad example because I didn't bring a pencil with me. Describe fully the single transformation that maps P onto R. So how do you get from here to here? Now again, this is one of two things. The first one is it could be rotation of, again, 180 degrees. So it doesn't matter if it's clockwise or anti-clockwise. But you're going to use your tracing paper to trial and error where your center of enlargement is going to be. Your center of rotation is going to be here. Okay? So around center 2.5 minus 1. Now again, it could be enlargement. Now one thing you need to know about enlargement is if it's in the same direction, if your shape is facing the same direction, it's going to be a positive enlargement. If it's facing the opposite direction, it's going to be a negative enlargement. So it's facing the opposite direction, it will be a negative enlargement. It's the same size, so it will be enlargement of 1, but negative, so minus 1. Or it could be an enlargement scale factor minus 1 around the same center of enlargement, around 2.5 minus 1. Under the transformation, point A is invariant. Write down the coordinates of point A. So invariant means it stays the exact same. The value, this point doesn't stays the same while the whole moving on transformation is going. The only point that stays the same is this one here, which is 2.5 minus 1 because it's the center. Okay? In this case, it's not necessarily always the center. Okay, express this as a fraction in its simplest form. So when you're adding fractions, you make the denominator the same. I'm going to make the denominator x plus 2, x minus 4. Now, this whole fraction multiplies with x minus 4. So I'm going to write x bracket x minus 4. And this whole fraction multiplies with x plus 2. So plus 2x multiplied by x plus 2. Now, I don't need to expand out the bottom bracket, but I do the top. So x minus 4 plus 2x, x plus 2. That's going to give me x squared minus 4x plus 2x squared plus 4x. The minus 4x and the plus 4x cancels out. X squared plus 2x squared equals 3x squared. So my final answer is going to be 3x squared divided by x plus 2, x minus 4. Don't necessarily need to expand the bottom brackets. It won't simplify it any further. Expand and simplify these triple brackets. So to do that, you start off and you multiply 2 brackets and then you add another one. It doesn't matter which 2 you start with. It completely doesn't matter. I'm going to do these 2 first. So I've got 2x plus 3 multiplied by 4x plus 5. 2x times 4x is 8x squared. 2x times 5 is 10x. 3 times 4x is 12x. And 3 times 5 is 15. I'm going to simplify this. So I get 8x squared plus 22x plus 15. Then I'm going to multiply with x minus 3. So everything is going to multiply with x first, then everything is going to multiply with negative 3. So 8x cubed plus 22x squared plus 15x, now everything with minus 3, minus 24x squared minus 66x minus 45. Alright, now let's simplify it. I'm going to be left with 8x cubed, 22x squared minus 24x squared is minus 2x squared. Plus 15x minus 66x is minus 51x, and then I've got minus 45. So my final answer, 8x cubed minus 2x squared minus 51x minus 45. Okay, and there you've got your 3 marks. Sorry, that got wonky. Okay, that's the end of part 2. Follow and subscribe for part 3, should be out soon. Thank you so much.